Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Tuesday. Hope you're off to a great start. What is a nasty, muggy? It's not nasty outside. It's just kind of gross.
Muggy, humid. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, it makes sure if you don't have hairspray in, do you have hairspray in?
No, so as you can see,
Yeah, she got a
monitor, got frizz all over.
I see it.
Not making it any better whatsoever.
Poor John. Hope you're off to a great start. Gosh, I am so excited for today's show. Do you know why? Not only do we have Jordan Patricia Broking, but we all the general. Exactly. We did tell you how we call her the general, right?
Yes.
If you want a great low rate you can save online, go to the general, save some time. That's Jordan. My mom yesterday, she goes, "Oh my gosh, Jordan is so cute." And I'm like, "I know." She goes, "How old is she?" I said, 24. She goes, "She talks so fast."
I do. Let someone else in it.
Anyway, before we get started and before we get into the day's excitement, I want to let you know that we are following some breaking news this morning out of Genesee County. This happened overnight. A motorcycle rider has died after what was a crash in this area in the town of Bethany. We're now getting some video into the newsroom about I don't know, several hours later from when this happened overnight. And as you can see, the sheriff's deputies were on the scene. We heard from, I believe, the sheriff overnight about this deadly motorcycle crash. Listen to what he had to say a little bit earlier.
Necessarily speed all the time, but we have many intersections on this road. A lot of areas where there's hills, people might try to pass. You got a set of S-curves down here that, again, people might not be speeding per se, but they might be traveling too fast for the conditions.
So this road apparently has seen a lot of issues in the past, and there were many questions about safety and concerns about safety on this one road in particular. So still many questions, more questions than answers this morning, but as of right now, the reality is one person is dead after a motorcycle crash. Yeah, Barbara saying that's so tragic. We've got details for you on WKBW.com. Jordan just posted a story about that, and Johnny, my boy with the body over here, is going to drop a link in the comments here so that you can get some more information. An awful, awful story we'd been following overnight. We had heard about it, called the sheriff's office.
A few times last night we called
overnight and tried to get some information. That update didn't come out, though, until about, 7:15 this morning?
Yeah, just about.
So all of that information is available for you right now on WKBW.com. Melly saying prayers to all affected, no doubt. Barbara saying, I feel bad for the trucker, his mental state after that. Yeah, it's tough for everyone involved, right? That motorcyclist's family, but then the people who are
I was
out.
going to say, I didn't even think about Barb's point of view when it comes to the truckers. and
Yeah,
everything.
it's a
'Cause
good point.
I think they said that he tried to pass 2 tractor trailers and a farm tractor, so 3 other potential vehicles that could have saw what happened, which is heartbreaking.
Jeez. Yeah, Peter says motorcycles make me nervous. Debbie says so sad. Cindy, God bless to all. So as we get more information, we'll keep you posted on WKBW.com and continue updating that one story that John just linked us to in the comments here. Okay, let's switch gears tonight. Or yikes! Let's switch gears this morning. I want to welcome and bring us into
Woo-hoo!
2025 with positivity and good vibes. Halfway through the year, our friend and yours, Aaron Phillips. Good morning to our special co-host.
I love that soundboard. I'm so glad we added that. Or you guys added that.
I'm glad you're with us. How are you
Yeah.
doing? Aaron, by the way, for those of you who don't remember, Aaron is our former overnight editor. We love her. We miss her. Remember we were trying to find her a job?
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good. Oh my gosh. I'm hanging out. I'm on my half cup right now. Not my second, my half cup. I'm almost done with the first. But life's been good. Hi, Lawrence. Good to see you. Hear you. See your comment, I guess.
Are you in your bedroom?
I'm in like an extra room that we have, like our like office area, I guess. We just
Could-
turned it into a room. Like now that I've moved home, I just realized you could see the dirty piles of laundry.
Yeah.
So we're just getting skewed over there. But yes, yeah, like we just took my bed from my apartment and just put it in here, and now it's like finally a room. So, yep,
How's your mom? We know she's a Second Cup viewer. Say hi to Tammy. Where's
yeah,
Tammy?
she is downstairs right now getting ready for the work day.
Can you call her in?
No, she's probably watching, but you know, she's busy. She's on
We
Do Not
love
Disturb
Tammy.
right now.
She is a Second Cup viewer. We are so happy to have both you and she along with us for the ride this morning. Anita, yep, keeping it real on Second Cup. You know that's how we do. Erin, give us an update. How's life?
Well, life is good. This morning, I have an interview at a Rochester news station, WROC, Channel 8. And I'm very excited about that. It is an MMJ position.
Ooh.
So, reporter Aaron Phillips might be out there in Rochester on the scene.
Hire
Wow,
her.
good for you.
Oh
Fingers
my God,
crossed.
she would be a great
She'd
reporter.
be so good.
I'm
Erin,
just, you know, I'm looking to do like, you know, like puff pieces, like different stuff like that. Like just like you said, positivity. I want to like spotlight different positive stories in
Love that.
Rochester, or at least try to, you know.
well, if I know you and your work ethic, you will be killing it
Definitely.
out there.
I
So
hope. I hope. Let's see.
our
Look,
fingers
it's
are
gonna be
crossed for you, baby girl.
embarrassing. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I'm like, "Yep, here I am. I'm ready to report," and they're like, "Yeah, you're not." They're like, "You're just not it."
No, don't say that because what if they're watching?
Right? No, I know.
Jeanette says, that is so exciting. Interviews are so intense. Happy for you.
Yeah.
Anita says, good luck with your interview. We're all pulling for you. Alana Marie is here with us. She's sending positive vibes as well. Look at her. Hi, Alana. I love you. I'm glad you're with us. Good luck on your interview, Rachel says. Okay, so this is great, Erin. I'm super
I
happy
know.
for
I'm so
you.
happy for you.
I was
Um,
super
all right,
nervous
so what do you
last
think?
night. Oh,
What,
I was
babe?
gonna say I was super nervous last night, but like now that this morning's come, like I'm actually like really excited to see
Good
like
for you.
what they have to say, see the studio, like get in there, talk to some people.
So it's in person, the interview?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
For-
Anybody have a really good interview question that they can think of? Drop it in the comments right now. Let's help Erin prepare for her interview today. What is the best interview question you can think of that we can have?
There's a few. Yeah, ask me. I need to
Okay, I've
prepare.
got one.
I need a pop quiz. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, like this, yeah, you would know best. So
I have no idea.
You're
I mean,
literally,
like.
you're literally, this is your job to ask questions.
Okay, here's my question for you.
Okay, wait. Yes.
Okay, investigator.
What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses?
That's a very good question, Ed. I think about this a lot and I reflect on this particular question a lot and what I can focus on going in the future. I would say a weakness of mine is I tend to overthink, and that can get me into sticky situations in terms of that. Because I'll like think myself out of something when it's just like, you know, it's like not that big of a deal. But I think my biggest strength is my work ethic. I've been working since I was 17 years old. I know what it's like to be in a lot of high tense environments, and I think I know how to handle pressure well. And with good leadership and support on my side, I feel like I can achieve anything.
I love that one. Good job, Erin. Yay, Erin. Okay, Jeanette has a good one. What is one situation you were in when you had to ask for help, but you didn't feel comfortable, but you did it anyway?
That's a good question.
like every day on the morning show.
Today, I'm trying to pick out a specific moment besides every single day for the past 2.5 years.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, really to relate it back to news and like editing and stuff like that, when I didn't know how to do something, I'm not the type like where if I'm in a situation, I don't ask for help. I'm not the type of person, especially if I don't know what I'm doing. Like I will go to ask for help immediately. So like something, for example, like if we were in a bind and I didn't know how to make something, I made sure that my voice was known and said like, hey, I need help with this like right now. Like I'm not sure how to exactly do it. I'll try to fix it to the best of my abilities, but yeah, I need help with this. And usually people are pretty receptive to that, especially, you know, the management, they want to help you. So, and I just know that like it's better to ask for help than not to ask at all, because then if you're just assuming, you make a out of yourself. And I've learned that that's really honestly one of the biggest things I can take away that I learned from this job is that like if you're not asking questions or asking for help or know how to do something, like don't just assume, because that could backfire on you very easily. So
That's
yeah,
a good answer.
Yeah.
I tried.
Okay, here's Sarah's question. I like Sarah's question too, because she says, I love asking the interviewer this question. What about my resume made you interested in me? Because people love to be validated in their decisions and ideas. That's
a good one. I feel like I struggle with that. Like I'm not sure like how to ask questions to an interviewer, because I get like in my head and I tend to overthink and I try to like, you know, I get nervous. So that's a good one to ask them. Yeah, give me more of those.
There's a good one here from Sarah also. I saw this. Oh no, sorry, that was Sarah's question. Yeah, Lauren brought up this point too. Lauren is an actual HR person, and she that passed. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Lauren does interviews for a living. She also loves being in HR because she gets all the hot goss. So here's her question.
I'm not share with anybody.
What are your goals and where do you hope to be in 5 years?
What are your goals and where do you want to be in 5 years? Let's see. Professionally, I hope to be somewhere that I'm thriving and I'm I guess in a good spot with like networking, and I know people and people know me, and you know, I'm like a face to like Rochester community in a positive way, I guess. I think that would be a goal. And yeah, just to be thriving, I guess. I guess I want to be happy in what I'm doing and like have a grip on it, and like to the point where I'm just like it's like I can do it blindly, I guess.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thriving and contributing is what Teresa says. That's a great
Thriving
answer.
and contributing. Yes. I like that.
Here's a good one from Paula. What inspired you to pursue this career? She said this is one that she asks frequently.
Well, I think it's just very important, especially what we're seeing today. You know, there are so many stories that are happening right now that need to be told, or like somebody needs a resource to reach out to local media and share those stories that are happening. So I think what we do is very important, and a lot of people like disregard it and think like, oh, well, you know, you could go to ABC or NBC or whatever, but it's like, no, like local media is so important. And again, it's like a resource for people in the community to share their story and then to get it to national outlets in that way. So yeah, we're like the median for that. And like I said, there's so much happening in today's world right now that needs to be shared, and that is happening right in your backyard. So, and we're there to cover it.
Definitely.
Love it.
That's like one of my, I think, biggest beliefs. Like what got me into local news is that whole community aspect itself. Because I have friends who work for the networks like CBS, ABC, and they always say, especially now in today's world, oh, you should go transition to network, go to network. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because there's no real voices there. There's no real, like, I guess, empathy. Essentially, I feel like a lot of
They're
like
in and out.
yeah, like in and out. It's just like trying to get the quick little hit with the
It
story
just
and everything.
means
That
more
and that's it.
because I was gonna say it just means more because you're actually living
Yes.
in it. You know, you are. It is right in your backyard. It's happening here. Like I'm in Genesee County right now. You are covering a story about a motorcyclist that was just hit. You know, it's like I didn't know that, but now I know. You
It
know,
affects so many people on more than just a molecular level.
Yes.
It's a much larger issue for so many people. Okay, so a couple of pieces of advice, Aaron, here from the Cuppies. Marguerite says, when you find yourself wanting to say or just pause.
That's a good one.
yes.
That's a good idea.
that is
Marlene also
a
saying,
good
always
one.
answer a question in a positive way. Try not to say, I think. Say, I know I can. You're like the little engine who could, Aaron.
I know I can. I know I can. I know I can.
Exactly.
Instead of I think I can, I know I can.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Love that.
That's a good tip.
Hey, Aaron, do you have a dog?
I don't have a dog, but I have a cat.
Do you let your cat sleep with you in bed?
I do.
Do you have a dog?
I
Or a
had
cat?
had pets in my family home, and I did not let them sleep on the bed.
Johnny?
Only rarely.
I do not have a dog with me up here, and the dogs that I have back home, they sleep in their own bed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it turns out that many people who have a dog or a cat allow them to sleep in their bed with them. And Aaron, it sounds like you're one of those people.
I am one of those people. Unfortunately, my cat is too anxiously attached to me that if I was to leave her alone, she would just be banging on my door all night anyways. So I just let her in and I let her sleep with me. I guess that's bad behavior. Tell me what's up.
That's probably one of the very few times that I would let like my cat sleep in my bed, just because whenever, let's say, my family went on a very long vacation, our cat had such separation anxiety. So the night that we would come home, he would just cry outside all the bedrooms and
no.
everything. And then instead of anyone else taking him, my parents would open up my bedroom door and they would let him in.
They
True
didn't want to
story.
be bothered.
True story.
Yes.
And so I would have to deal with him. And so what I would do is, since again, I don't sleep with any animals in my bed when I'm home.
Is that what you're calling your boyfriend these days?
Sidebar.
Roasted.
I would
Oh
put
my
the cat at the end of
God.
the bed and I'd sleep there, and that was it.
The general
And done.
understander.
No more from this. I can already see the thought bubbles over this one's head.
Well, anyway, it turns out that a lot of the people who sleep with their dogs or their cats
It's
are they're not getting a good night's sleep.
No,
Oh.
I can see why.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They often disturb your owners, according to this new research. They wake them up, which means that you don't get a deep sleep, which is a big problem. It could impact your sleeping by scratching or pet dander, which could impact your breathing, especially if you've got allergies. What a nightmare. Marguerite says you can get ticks if your pet sleeps with you and they aren't strictly indoor. I love this comment from Barbara. My dog allows me to sleep with her.
Yeah. Right.
No kidding.
Right.
Noreen, 2 Yorkies were by my side. Andrea and Alana saying I had 3 cats, but they all died and they snuggled me.
Oh. I was gonna say my cat, so I've had my cat for 4 years now, and she's starting to learn to bite my feet to wake me up. She'll bite my toes.
Cats bite like that?
Oh, it's not like she's not like grabbing on and biting, but she'll walk over to my foot and just like nibble me enough to wake me up. And I'm like, hey, stop that. And then I'll move my feet. I'm like, stop it. And then she'll if I move it again, she starts biting it again. I'm like, you're done.
Right. Bye, girly. Girl, bye. Marguerite says, I was just picturing Bandit sleeping in Katie's bed. I'm
Oh my
pretty sure that it happens.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she has said that. At least when Paul is like, if he's out of work, she has said that Bandit will hop into bed with her, I believe.
And
at times.
Bandit likes sleeping on pillows also. You know what I saw too? That a lot of the dogs who sleep in bed like pillows that smell like their owners. I thought that was
Of
kind of
course,
interesting.
of course. I
But-
mean, that makes total sense. to
Right?
It
me.
does.
Yeah.
It's comforting. But
know.
let me tell you, Gladys wants nothing to do with us in bed. She literally will run into her own bed before she even thinks
That's so
about
funny.
staying in bed and cuddling with either one of us. First
It's
of all, she's
actually
afraid of Russell.
funny. I was gonna say it's actually funny because this room we've deemed as Winnie's room since now there's an extra bed. Oh, see, I heard her. I heard her bell. I don't know if she's coming or not. Winnie.
Ta- oh, I thought you were talking about Tammy. I was excited.
I hear Tammy's bell. She's coming. The maid. Bamboo. No. I love you, Mom. I know you're watching. But yeah, it's so funny. I have a picture of Winnie too. Like the first day we set up this bed, she likes to sleep. She likes not to sleep, but like lay on her back. And as soon as we set this up, this cat was just spread eagle
Oh.
on the bed. It's like, yup, this is my room. I claim it. You guys get out.
Exactly. See you never.
Pretty much.
Lori says in the winter my Westie would go under the covers to get warmed up and then on the top. I mean, they're smart, right? Like we love being in a bed because it's comfortable. You can lay
Especially on
down,
this shift.
spread out. No kidding.
Right.
I could never get my dog to sleep with us. 5 minutes on a bed and she'd go to the floor.
Mm.
Howard says my Frankie lays in my arms before we go to sleep. He gets under the covers, curls up, and has to touch me, but he rarely moves during the night. I've had a dog with me in my bed for my whole life. Could not imagine a night without one.
You guys want to see my superstar?
Yes.
There she is.
Oh,
Yes.
she's
That's
big.
Oh, she's huge. She was a city cat for a minute there, so yeah, she's a big girl.
Holy,
Mama.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's Winnie.
She's like a dog.
No, maybe a medium-sized dog.
I
Yeah,
like her little
Little
goatee.
cat. I think that her little patch is so cute. I call her like Captain Jack Sparrow
Ah,
Aw.
because you gotta love
she's
her.
cute. I'm
Yeah.
not a cat person.
I don't know if I'm like one way or the other, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think I like really associate with like either one too much, to be honest.
Okay, so Andrea and Eric. Eric loves cats.
Mm,
And she is Andrea. She could leave him or take him.
Mhm.
But the
Same way.
girls love the cats. But Eric is looking for a new cat because, as Alana mentioned, they have died. But have you heard of a Maine Coon?
They're like the really furry ones, like almost like the long
But
haired a
they're
little bit.
massive.
Are
Yes.
Yes, that's what Eric
My-
wants.
I was gonna say my uncle and aunt, they have a cat. Her name is Foosty, and they think that she's like a Maine Coon because she's just like so furry. She looks like Winnie, but so furry, so huge. It's crazy. We don't even see her during like holiday parties because they just lock her away.
Dana, my sister, has a cat. So Gladys, when she sleeps over at Dana's house, loves playing with all of her cat's name is Gigi. Loves playing with all of Gigi's toys, which is
Yeah.
hysterical to me. And I just read a study that said dogs like to play with cats' toys because they're hunters and they like to find these small things. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anita says Maine Coons are beautiful. Howard says they're expensive. I know.
Mhm.
Maine Coons are huge. Yes, they are. Okay, let's switch gears for a second because this is really important that we talk about this too. Huge debate. Have you heard about this, Aaron?
No, what's going on?
Okay, huge debate here on 7 ABC tonight at 7 o'clock. All 5 of the mayoral candidates for Buffalo City Hall are going to be on one debate stage tonight at 7. It's from 7 to 8 right here on 7 ABC. Now, what's different about this debate than any other you've watched is that you are going to be able to take your question directly to the candidate. Our 7 News reporter, our senior reporter, Eileen Buckley, is going to be there taking those comments to these candidates. Michael Wooten's going to be moderating. We've got some folks from the Buffalo News who are
Taylor's
going to be
there as
on
well.
the panel. Taylor Epps is going to be on the panel. So this is going to be one of those events that you have to watch
Definitely.
as early voting is underway. So you can also watch here on our WKBW Facebook page to bring those comments to Eileen. She's going to be watching that feed. Each person, each candidate is allowed to have, I think, like 25 people in the audience.
Wow.
But as you can imagine, with a race like this, where there's so much on the line, so much at stake, and a lot of the candidates who have very similar views,
Yes.
this is important for them to really hash out those views and separate themselves
I was
from
going
the
to say,
pack.
hash them out, stand out from the pack itself. 'Cause I feel like a lot of us, especially those who, lived here for years, I think they all kind of have their own little nuances or thoughts or beliefs before they actually speak. I mean, I know we had Sean Ryan, Garnell, and Rashid Wida on our show itself. We know we still have, actor Mayor Chris Scanlon, who some have said is, continuation possibly of the Brown administration as
Right.
well. So you also have Anthony Tyson Thompson, who's still around. I've seen like a few little signs from him as well. Like he's going to pick up some pace.
I
but-
should point out that we have asked both Chris Scanlon, the acting mayor, and Anthony Tyson Thompson to, is it Thompson Tyson or Tyson Thompson?
Tyson Thompson.
We've asked both of them to come on Second Cup. I left a message for Tyson Thompson's campaign. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help. Always a good producer. I've asked him to come on, left a message, never heard back. I've reached out to Chris Scanlon, spokesperson, any number of times. I was told we would try and make it happen. Obviously, as you've seen, Sean Ryan, Garnell, and Rashid have all made it onto Second Cup, but for some reason, these 2 other candidates have not. So you can watch them each hash it out tonight at 7 o'clock right here on 7 ABC. Jeanette says, I'll be at a family party, and I've been trying to turn them into Channel 7 watchers. Let's go!
Let's go.
Jeanette, thank you very much. She says, we will be watching. Thanks for the reminder. Marguerite says, if you have candidates rambling, can you cut their microphone? You know what? Wouldn't you want to hear them ramble? I kind of feel like...
For a certain amount of time, like if it's like previous presidential debates where you hear them rambling on and on and on and on and on without like any sort of moderator
Saying
or
the
like
same thing
someone
over and
stopping
over
it, I feel like that
again.
might be a little too much.
For me personally, I think that if a candidate is rambling, you kind of get a sense of what they're thinking and what they're not thinking,
That's true too.
That's true.
right?
Yeah. Hear the real thoughts because they're trying to get it in right at the end there because they know
Right.
they're rambling. So
So here's Julie. Garnell is very down to earth. I like him. And then somebody said,
I think it was up more.
where did I? Oh, not a Ryan fan. Tammy Phillips, cool debate. Team 7. We love Tammy. And then Connie says, I hope I can stay awake tonight. Debbie, this race is so important. Please, everyone, vote. 8 a.m. might be a little too early for some. It's 8 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Second Cup. 8 a.m. And by the way, it's 7 p.m.
Yes,
tonight for the
7
debate.
p.m.
You're right. Maybe Second Cup is a little bit too early for these people. But Erin's here with us, and we love when Erin's here.
yes,
So let's everyone wish Erin good luck on her interview today.
cheers.
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 We miss you. We love you.
Love you guys. Thank you for having me. This was
And
so
you'll
cool.
have to check in with us again soon, okay?
Okay.
Have a great day, Erin. Good luck, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Enjoy.
Bye, Chrissy.
Yeah.